Hey guys, I don't know if you have heard yet, but Johnny Boy and his Twitch chat made a top 10 list for the best 1v1 players in the world currently. So for some reason, I thought that it would be a good idea to make one of my own. Keep in mind that these are just my opinion, and that my opinion is probably wrong. Don't flame me too much though. Here's a picture of what Johnny thought, as well as what his Twitch chat thought. Alright, let's get into number 10. Number 10 is Magic Bear. I don't know a lot about 1v1, so I won't be talking about each player for very long. I know that in Fusion, a lot of people wanted to see him go against First Killer, but he disconnected during the match, so we didn't get to see it. He also did pretty well during Salt Mine too, so that is why he is in my top 10. Moving on to number 9, I have Kinsei. In the Salt Mine 2, he took First Killer to 5 games, so they're pretty close in skill. He didn't do that well in Fusion, but Magic Bear lost to Lion Blaze 3-1, so that's the only reason that I have him higher. At number 8, I have Astral. I know that he can hit like triple flip reset, double taps, or something like that, and he's got pretty fast ground game, but he does tend to struggle against players that take their time more, such as Fairy Peak and Ocalid, so that's why I have him at 8. At number 7, I have Lion Blaze. He is one of the most underrated players in the world, and he is one of the most consistent as well. Although, he did lose to Mile, and he can never really beat First Killer, so that's why I have him at 7. At number 6, I have Mile. For just about the same reasons as before, but Mile did beat Lion Blaze, so I think that might just put him ahead a little bit. He also had a great Salt Mine too if you don't count the Grand Finals, so that's why he's at 6. Moving into the top 5 places, at 5th, we have Apparently Jack. He burst onto the scene in Fusion by reverse sweeping Jorius, and that is not an easy thing to do. He also played really well in Salt Mine 2. He got top 4 in Europe, so he has all the consistency to be a top 5 1v1 player. Moving on to probably the most controversial one. At number 4, I have First Killer. Okay, stop yelling. Stop. Okay. I know. Just give me a second. Let me explain, alright? Even though he has won almost every North American 1v1 tournament in the last forever, I think that he has been focusing too much on threes, and he's fallen off just a little bit. At number 3, I have Fairy Peak. This one is a little weird as well. I think he is better than First Killer, and here's why. Fairy Peak is arguably the GOAT of 1v1, and he can beat any player in the world through his shooting and patience to let the enemy player beat themselves. He doesn't play with mechanics unless he needs to use it to his advantage. Also, he didn't play any 1v1 for a long time, then he won the Fusion tournament and beat Ocalid in the finals. However, it is important to say that he hasn't played any competitive ones in about 2 months, so I think these people at 1 and 2 have passed him by. At number 2, I have Jorius. He has some really good mechanics, and he won the Salt Mine 2 by beating the number 1 player. However, recently, I feel that he has fallen off a bit in terms of consistent results, like in Fusion when he got reverse swept by Apparently Jack. That kind of affects the outcome of the ranking list here, so that's why I have him at number 2. Finally, at number 1, I have Ocalid. I think that I realized he was the best when he was beating Ixo by about 5 each game during Fusion. Ocalid's shot placement during power shots, flicks, and shooting in general is the best. He is patient on defense, and he can fake his opponent into another universe. Even though he lost to Jorius during Salt Mine 2, I still think he's the best. Congratulations, you made it to the outro. Feel free to tell me I'm wrong and Rizzo is the best in the world. I'm not going to stop you. I'm definitely going to judge you though. Anyways, have a good rest of your day. See you guys.